Are you looking to power up your gaming skills? I got you. Welcome back, DLG fam. Bienvenidos a todos, como siempre, al canal de LG. Gracias por tomar el tiempo en venir a nuestro canal. So guys, stepping up your gaming skills shouldn't come too hard. Obviously with lots of practice, right? But you need the right accessories in order for you to step up that game. Man, it's getting hot up here. Woo-wee! Somebody help me. But what am I talking about? Bam! Right there, the PowerA Fusion Pro 3 controller. Wired to be exact. I've used the actual Fusion, the Fusion 2, and now the Fusion 3. Look at that right there, guys. This is such an amazing controller. I've never had any bad things to say about them, but today we're going to actually unbox this. We're going to put this to some use, and then we'll create an in-depth review for you guys. But for the meantime, what do you guys think about the PowerA products, in specific the Fusion line, the 1, the 2, and now the 3? So this right here has 4 mappable buttons, which more than likely, if they continue to have the same thing from the previous versions, that means it has some paddles on it, as well as 3-way trigger locks, because we all know we all like that actual short pull when we're playing our favorite FPS. So let's go to the unboxing, guys. There it is, guys, the Fusion by PowerA Fusion Pro 3 wired controller. So let's get this sucker out of the box. All right, guys, let's check this out. Oh man, okay. So they continue to bring in the actual designs on the boxes. To me, this is what makes their packaging unique. It's because they take the time to print out all these amazing designs all throughout the box itself. You might not see it here. Once you pull the inner box out, you will be able to see all these amazing graphics on here. Let's see what else is in here before we actually take the controller out of the case. I am noticing something right off the bat, and it has to do with the actual case. So let's take this out right here. What else is in here? All right, nothing else. That's a secret door. Nope, nothing else in there. Okay, so let's actually get to the nitty and gritty and take the items out. So number one, guys, I can't tell you that the case itself was reduced, and I'll show you why. So here is the case for the actual Fusion 2. Look at the size of this thing. They actually reduced the size of the case by a lot. It's still kind of thick, but the form factor all the way around is much more smaller. You see, there's the Fusion 2 right there, as you guys can see. So let's take the Fusion 3 out and see what does it look like. All right, here we go. Let's unzip this puppy and bam, look at that, guys. Wow. Okay. Woo. Oh man, I hope my hands are not oily, because this material here is that kind of material that you will get your prints on there. You know what? Let's try it out. Hey, it doesn't get my prints on there. That's pretty neat, guys. Okay, so let's check this out. They still added the magnetic face cover. So if you want to swap it out for another one, you could go ahead and do that, and bam, just plop it back on. Woo, and it sticks right onto the actual controller. Right inside right there, you will see that they went with a USB Type-C connector. Once again, the Fusion 2 was a USB Type-C connector, and I believe the original Fusion was a USB Micro A. So all right, you got the little triggers here. Man, that looks, it's not that heavy either. So you got your mute right here, your volume down, your volume up. Oh, these buttons feel really good. Okay, all right. You got some tension on the actual thumbsticks. That's neat. Let's check out the backside. Oh, guys, they did an amazing job with these buttons. Now, when you grab it, as you guys can see right there, your fingers will actually lay right on top of the buttons, where before the paddles would actually stick out to the bottom part of your finger. At least for me, I would actually be touching the paddles with this part of the finger, and for me it was kind of hard, because if I did the death grip on it, I'll accidentally press stuff, where I could tell I could do it now too, but I can actually freely move my actual hands around the buttons without there being any issue of me accidentally pressing the actual paddles, because these are buttons now. All right, so let's continue to see what's inside this actual package. And by them removing the actual extra amount of space around the case itself, they actually put all the accessories, or at least 2 of the accessories, right inside the mesh right there. You do get a castle shaped thumbstick, as you guys can see right there, and you also get a concave one, as you guys can see right there. So you get a castle one and a concave one, so you actually technically have 3 concave ones and 1 regular thumbstick. That way, you know, depending on the way you actually want the actual controller set up, you could swap them around. And I'll show you guys real quick how you do that. So you actually just pull on the actual thumbstick right here as so, and you go ahead, and there is a particular way that you insert it. As you guys can see right there, it looks like an oval, which is pointing north and south. You go ahead and you put that in there on the actual joystick holder. Bam, right there. Grab your faceplate, stick it on. It'll magnetically stick. And that's it right there. Okay, so what else comes inside this mesh? So you also get this actual cable. It's a USB type A to a USB type C. This cable is pretty long. It's actually 10 feet to be exact. That's 3 meters. So going back to the actual joystick, this is not a regular one, or that's what at least what I call it. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you call it? This is a convex thumbstick. So there it is, guys. Look at that. So you get the controller, a replaceable faceplate. You only get one this time around, and 2 actual extra thumbsticks, all for 79 bucks. That's a pretty good deal right there, because I think that the PowerA Fusion Pro 3 controllers are pretty amazing. We got to put this one to the test to see what is the deal with it. So let's flip it to the backside and let's check out the actual buttons. They replaced the paddles that were on the Fusion and the Fusion 2. So you get 2 on each handle. That's pretty neat. It got a nice little clicky effect, and look at that right there. You get 2 trigger stops, 1 for each side. That's the long pull, put it in the middle. That's the medium pull, put it at the end. That's the short pull. I've bumped into actual issues with certain games where it will not allow the actual button to function correctly when you actually have the short trigger pull. Let me know down in the comments below if you've had that problem before. And this controller itself has 4 programmable buttons, and you program them by pressing this button right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see the word right there. It says program. There it is right there. All right, guys, so let's continue to take out the rest of the stuff that came in the box, and here we go. What is in this little thing here? All right, so you actually get a set of stickers right here, and as you can see, they brought a similar design from the actual side of the box into the stickers. That way you're able to put them on wherever you want. If you like this type of art, I think this is pretty neat. So you also get the manual here, and man, this is a pretty neat manual. This is a kind of like a little bit harder material than the usual just paper manual that you unfold to a big piece. Look at that right there. They took their time to go ahead and actually print everything out and let you know how does everything function on there. So how do you know when the actual controller is working? You see this little dot right here? That is an actual LED, and that will let you know when the actual controller is powered on and ready to go. So as far as the actual whole layout on the controller itself, it still remains the same, just like the regular Xbox controllers. You get these nice little XYBA buttons. The actual letters are printed onto the buttons themselves. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to erase with prolonged use because there is a clear coat on top of them. You get another set of buttons right here in the middle, which represent the same thing as a regular Xbox controller. You got your options, your menu, and your share button. More than likely, if it's just like the other ones, you can reprogram the actual share button to something else. So right here in the middle, these are similar buttons just like on the regular Xbox controller. You get your view, your menu, and your share button. All right, guys, so let me know down in the comments below how many of you actually have a Fusion 2, or a Fusion 3 controller. So you get all this right here for $79, guys. I feel that this controller is not gonna fail just like the Fusion 1 or the Fusion 2. We are going to put it to the test as mentioned before, and I'll let you guys know in a later video how do I actually feel about it. Alright guys, there it is, the Fusion Pro 3 by PowerA. Let me know what you guys think about these controllers. I think they're pretty amazing. So far so good. This is the new edition of the Fusion Pro lineup. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some fun with this sucker right here. And just as a reminder before I forget, yes, this controller does have a headset jack located right on the bottom of it. And let me know down in the comments below how many of you own a Fusion Pro controller. What version do you own? The original one, the Pro 2, or the Pro 3? So if you're a dad, a gaming dad, looking for your next controller to step up your game, don't forget to check out my latest video. But till next time guys, I'm tEcK. Peace out. I swear it's like 80 something degrees up here. I gotta turn on these ACs before I pass out.